I'm Kay and this is Knowing Kay. Today I thought we'd start with doing a Shein haul, as I know we're in a pandemic and a lot of people are buying online. But buying online can be a real minefield, especially when you're a little bit more of a curvier girl. So, I know when I go into stores, I can range from a few different sizes. I can be a size 12, size 14 or even a size 16. So it's quite a big range. So where do you start, especially with places like Shein? So, I know that I'm roughly a 14 on average in most shops. So looking at Shein, that's around about an extra large. Now, I know that might sound quite a large size and it doesn't always sound that nice, but girls, you must remember, when you're wearing clothes, no one can see the sizes. Who's going to be looking at the back of your top going, so what size did you buy that in? No one. So always remember, don't worry about your size. Wear something that fits you right, because when you do, you will look better for it. So instead of thinking, oh, that sounds quite big, I might size down and try and squeeze into it, size up a little bit. Because I was always taught as a young girl, if you go that little bit size up and it fits you just a little bit better, a little bit bigger, you will always look smaller for it. Instead of trying to squeeze into the size down and being like, oh, I'm actually a 12 now. But you don't always look that good because it will figure hug you a little bit too much. So don't worry about the size. No one's going to see if you're small, or even an extra, extra large. No one will know. If you look good in something, who cares what size you are? So, getting back to Shein, as I've rambled a little bit, what I tend to do is I look at the sizes of what people have put in the comment section. So if someone has said, for example, oh, this item of clothing is really nice, but it's a bit big, I would size down next time. You know that instead of getting a size extra large, maybe go for a large, or vice versa. I also tend to see with Shein, they say the actual measurements. So grab a tape measure, measure yourself, and if you're a little bit iffy, always size up. That's what I say, because you can do more with a piece of clothing if you size up. If you size down, you can't really do much apart from lose weight, which is a great incentive sometimes, but always size up. You can always sew it, make it a bit smaller, make it a bit more suited to you, but size up is always best. So, shall we start and get into the video? My first piece of clothing I want to try is actually a dress from Shein, so I'll just grab it. So, it's this lovely pink dress. As you can see, it's very lightweight, very, very thin fabric. Just very, very thin fabric. It's not see-through, don't think you can see me through it. So it's lovely and perfect for this lovely summer weather. The only thing I would say is a very, very deep plunge. So it actually goes down to the waist. Now, some girls can pull that off. Me, I'm quite a big chested girl, so I prefer to put something underneath, like a little top or a little bandeau top, just so it's not quite so cleavage out there so everyone can see. But that's just my personal opinion. So, shall we try this on and give it a good review? So first up, we've got this lovely pink dress. I've teamed it up with a little white top, as you can see. It's just a little bit low for me, so I've just put like a little crop top on underneath, and it just looks really nice, as you can see. You can see the lovely little buttons going down the middle. Feels really nice on. It fits me really nice, as you can see. Don't know if I've done it all the way up as I'm on my own. So if you've got someone to help you, just do it all the way up, it just helps. I think it would look really nice with a little belt. So what I have done is I've just brought a little belt just to pop with it. Because I think that can really cinch in your waist and it could just make you feel like a little bit better. So just pop that on, as you can see, really highlights your waist a bit more. And I think it's really nice, really flattering, really nice on the arms, loose, feels nice. It's not too flowy, but it's flowy enough. And it's really nice, it's really nice. Next up, I thought we'd try a co-ord, which is great because you get a top and you get a bottom. So that's one outfit. You also then get the choice of wearing the top with a different bottom, or even the bottom with a different top. So that's 3 outfits with one item. So, the first one I want to try is this black and white little set. So, I believe I got this in an extra large. I will just show you. I think it might be on the bottoms. It tells you. Yeah, there we go. Got that in an extra large. So it is a little bit more figure hugging, which I normally try to shy away from figure hugging a little bit because I'm a little bit worried about showing my curves. But some things can look really nice. It's just buying the right things to suit your body. So I actually think this is really nice. So it's quite simple. It's got a elasticated waistband. Again, it's a thin fabric, but not quite as thin as the skirt. Don't think you can see me through it. Just do a see-through test, or even through one layer. So again, it's nice for this weather, but you could always wear it with a pair of tights, pair of boots, wear it in winter. So it's always great for stuff like that. It's not completely tight to your skin because it does actually start to go out a little bit on the sides. And then with the top, it's just a simple little top. It's slightly cropped, but not to the extent that it is just under your bust. It is a little bit lower. It's got little buttons. They don't, oh, I say they don't, but there's a little fray mark just here. That's not actually on the button. It's actually just on this little waist, little band along here. But there's not, there's another fray button on the button actually, sorry. So there is a couple of fray buttons. You could just snip that off. I think that is on there quite secure, as you can see. It's always good to see stuff like that because when you buy online you just don't know. But apart from that, it looks really good. So, let me try it on and see what it looks like on. So next up we've got this little two-piece cord. So it isn't completely straight, so it doesn't go cinching like that to your bum, which is really nice, especially when you've got a big bum like me. So it just falls nicely. The fabric is quite stretchy, so it feels quite nice on. This is the top. Quite nice. I feel like it doesn't highlight your bust too much, which is really nice when you have got a bigger bust like me. The waistband is quite big, but it is elasticated, so it does go tight on. It's just above my knees. It has got like a little split here, not much, but just a little one. So next up is a dress. I fell in love with this one online because of the back detail on it, which I'll show you. It's just a plain, simple black dress, like skater style, but then it has these most beautiful back because it has these rings on it. So I'll just show you what they look like. And they all move. So it's all very, very 3D sort of thing, but they are quite heavy. The skirt itself is very, very light, but the rings in the back, there's two of them, on each shoulder rest. They are quite heavy, so I don't know what it's going to be like on, or if it's going to give me much shape. So it's just a normal skater. I've got that undone. So that's what it looks like, and then that's what it looks like on the back. It doesn't cross over, it just looks like it in the camera. It might be how I'm holding it. So you can't really see very much because of the black, but how they are wiggling around. They do look like they'd be really nice. And it's nice in the summer if you've got your hair up because it's too hot. You can just put something like this on, and it's nice and plain at the front. You put a nice belt on it, and it's got all this stuff. So next we've got this little black dress. It looks really nice on the camera there, but what you can't see is it's really, really gappy on like the arm bit, which it'd be lovely if it was cinched in like that and got a nice skater dress and it fits really nice on here. But I think because of how the back it is, with these lovely rings, that they look really nice, which I will just try and get a nice, they look so nice and so pretty. But because of the flappiness, I guess if you tried to like sew it, I mean, I'm just going to tuck it in my bra for now to see what it would look like if they were fitted more. So excuse the misshapeness, but we'll just see what this dress looks like if it was a bit more fitted. That looks already so much better, and it looks better on the back bit as well because it isn't gappy. So I think if this was more fitted around here, it'd be really nice. It's a really nice light fabric. And again, I put a little belt with it because one thing you will learn is I do love to put belts for dresses and skirts. So just got a little black belt here, very simple. But again, I think if pulling that in again with this dress just makes it, yeah, so much better. Highlights your waist and it brings this in even more. So I think, again, I don't think that will affect, no, it doesn't affect the wings because they stop up here and the belt goes here. So if this bit, if I can figure a way to get this not quite so gappy, this will be a really nice dress, especially for Halloween. How simple is this? Well, fallen angel, done. Got my wings, just tie my hair up. Just put my hair up like this. And then I've got my wings, just put a pair of shoes with it and you're done. So next up I have another co-order for you, but this time it's a pair of shorts. So I thought this would be lovely for if you go down the beach or just chilling in the garden. It's nice and cool and I love the colour, I love pink. So these are the shorts. Now lovely pink, light baby pink with like little bits of blue and flowers and lovely. The biggest thing for me is I have very, very, very big thighs. My mum literally said when I was born I was basically just thighs and that just wobble as I walked when I learned to walk. So I've never actually got rid of my thighs, they've always just got bigger and bigger. But that's who I am, so we embrace that. So I like to see shorts that have got very big thigh bands, which these have. They're actually very, very, very big. So I like these to be quite floaty on my thighs because they also chafe. So I don't like things that are tight and rub and cause that thigh rub. It's not very nice. But when things are lovely and floaty, I feel like they fit better, they feel better, and I don't feel quite so self-conscious of my thighs. So these look like they're going to be lovely and loose. I believe these are a size extra large, yeah. It's only just tucked in there, but they are an extra large. I don't know if you can see because it is very small on these ones. And then these actually come with the lovely, lovely top. It's a wrap round top, so I don't know if holding it up is going to do it justice. But it's white lace, and then it flips round, so it flips like that. So you hold it together, and then you just tie it around the back on your back, and it has like these where you go for your arms, which are adjustable. Which you can see quite a few thread marks on there, so I don't know how long that will actually last if you keep adjusting the size. It should be alright if you don't, but it does move up and down. And then you just tie it to how tight you want it, which I like to try and pull it in as tight as possible. So you might need another person just to help you with that. But try that on, see how we get on. So next up I've got this co-ord, which I really love. I find it really hard to buy shorts because of my thighs, which are quite big in circumference. These shorts are really nice, they're really baggy, got lots of room to breathe, so I don't feel restricted at all. Got a nice waistband, so if you eat quite a bit, you've got a nice bit of waist around here. I don't think they're too tight on the bum, again, because they are quite baggy on everything really. They don't feel like they're going to fall down at all like that. The top, I love the top. But again, I have got this bagginess, but I don't know if it's because I've tried doing it up myself. If you've done this up tighter, you can see already, I need my hair, you can already see that it looks better. And then if you adjust the sleeves to how it does around here, it would look better, but it is really hard to do on your own. So I like this top, and it looks really nice in the back, but doing it on your own is really, really hard. So next up I have another skirt. This one is really fun. It's full of colours, as you can see. It's like a cartoon book, and I thought, wow, how different is that? So I thought, I've got to get it. I love things that are different. I like to try different things. You never know, you might fall in love with something that is completely different. It is a little bit more tight fitting. It's not quite a skater skirt, but it's not completely tight that it completely hugs you. So it goes in, but it doesn't go in completely, so it does go more of a triangle. It is very, very lightweight, very thin. It's more of a shinier fabric compared to the other ones. It's not completely shiny. It's hard to explain. I don't know if it tells you what fabric it is. Let's have a look. because some of these don't have much on the inside to tell you what they are or even what size they are, which I don't think this one even has that. But again, I would believe I would have bought this in an extra large. No, there's literally nothing on here to tell you what fabric it is, what size it is, or anything like that. So, but I thought it was ever so fun. You can wear it loads of different colours. It's got lovely pops of purple. Don't know if you can quite see how nice these purple and reds are. And it's just fun words like cartoon books. So I will try this on. I have got some of the little tops with me just to try on with like the skirts and stuff and put under the dress. So we'll see what this looks like on. So this nice little skirt, it's really thin but feels nice. It feels different compared to the others. It does flare out a bit so it doesn't shape around like your bum too much, which is nice. So I really like this one. I've just teamed it up with like a little plain black top, so I think it's got quite a lot of pattern down here, but you can pick any colour because there's so many colours as you can see. I don't think it sort of highlights my stomach too much, so I feel quite comfortable wearing this one. It's a little bit shorter than the others, so it is quite a bit. So up next we have a lovely dress. It is a leopard print, but it has got pink in it, so it's not quite the standard leopard print. It's got a little bit of pink, making it a little bit more girly and just overall really fun. It's got these very big frilly sleeves. Again, you're not going to get that arm chafing on these because they are very, very big. I don't think you can quite see how big they are. And they are big, frilly, so lots of volume. Again, it is a little bit low cut, but I don't think it's quite as low cut as the other dress, so I don't think I'm going to have to put anything underneath it. It is a little bit more tighter. It's not a skater style, so it does go sort of straight down, and then it has like the frills again at the bottom. It is again a very thin fabric. It's very similar to the other dress, so again great for summer, very thin, and if you're going on holiday or anything like that, they don't weigh anything, so it's literally very, very thin. You can pack loads of these in your suitcase. If you're anything like me, I overpack, bring way too many clothes and end up bringing it all home. Haven't worn that, haven't worn that, or haven't worn that. And instead I've just stayed in like the same pair of shorts or bikini all week, and that's that. But I like to have options when you're on holiday. You never know if you're going to be bloated or feel unwell, and just have lots of different options. So this is a great one for that. Again, we'll do the see-through test. And again, I believe I would have got this in a size extra large. I don't think it's got any where it's telling me, but it is double lined on this bit here, which goes down to the bust. So, let's see. No, they're not very, oh, I say that, here we go. An extra large again, very thin, but you can see XL. So I think that's what I've got in most things, just seems to be the best size for me personally. Doesn't mean it's going to be the best size for everyone of who's of size 14. It just depends on your measurements and you as a person. Everyone's different, you know, we can all be a size 14, all be a size 12, but our measurements will all be separate and different. So a size 12 might be an extra large, but a size 14 might be a large. You just never know. So go by the measurements, see what's best for you, and go from there. So this has got a very big zip line here, but you can't actually see it on the back, which is great. So it's very seamless, which is always best. You don't really want to see all the zips. So we'll try this on, see how we get on. So next we've got this lovely fun leopard print. Again, this is really nice. I don't know if it's a little bit highlights my stomach a little bit too much. It's not too bad on the bum. Again, nice bit of shape. It's not extremely tight, so I can still move. Just above my knee. This bit is a little bit higher because it's got a little tiny split here, just where the ruffle starts, but nothing too much that it shows too much. I don't think it's that low cut that you can see too much. Highlights the bust nice, and this is the lovely fun fluffy sleeve. Just love how it gives you a really nice shape up top because of this. Again, I'm going to put a little belt with it and see what it looks like. I always like to highlight that waist. I think it just gives me a better shape. So again, just doing that draws your attention here and gives you that really nice shape. So up last, I have another co-ord, but I think this is actually my favourite. So it's different again to the co-ords that I've got before, but it is another skirt and top. So This is actually a crop top but with a long skirt. I just love this colour. So it's a lovely turquoise. It's got like this little string that you can sort of tie up at the front, but it doesn't really do much. It's just this little bit here. It is all elasticated around the top, and it is elasticated around the bust bit, so you can sort of pull it in and it will sort of sit there and it won't sort of fray around, because I know some crop tops, when they move a lot when you're walking along or just sitting around, so this should stay in place. Again, the armholes look quite big, especially for like a crop top, so we shouldn't have any problems with the arms, because I have got quite chubby arms. And then it has got this lovely detailing of like some little red flowers and green flowers, which really complement the rest of the fabric. It's a lovely turquoise, which I love this colour. And then we have the skirt, which I love. So it's really long and it's very straight, like a maxi skirt, but then at the bottom it has like a line along here with the pattern, and then it sort of goes out a bit, so as you're walking it will flay out. But there is one big thing with this skirt. It has got a very, very, very big split. And when I say a very big split, I mean it literally goes all the way up to the top of the skirt. So I can literally do this with the skirt, which you will see more when it is on. But if you felt uncomfortable with that, you could always just do a little sew, little stitch in there, keep it in place, and it won't matter. But as long as it's not windy, I shouldn't see it as being a problem. Obviously, if it's a really windy day, you probably wouldn't want to wear this because it might just go flying. But it is a lovely skirt and the fabric feels really nice. So it is thin like the other fabric, but it feels more of a cottony fabric. So it would be lovely for holidays or just going out and sunbathing, walking around. And then, because you have got the option of having like the wind coming in through the skirt. But again, we'll do the see-through test. It is a little bit more see-through than the other things, but it doesn't feel it. It doesn't look like it will actually be see-through. It does, when I do this, I can see through it slightly. But the fabric feels so much nicer than the other things. This is definitely my favourite, via the fabric and the colour and just the style of it. So hopefully it will look lovely on. I love this one. The skirt on this is really nice. I don't know if you can see right down the bottom, it's got like a line where the pattern changes here, and when you walk it sort of spreads out a bit. I don't think I've got enough room to actually show you how it spreads out, but the split is very high. It does come all the way up here, so I don't know how everyone feels about that, but I feel like it's quite alright. But I might just do like a little stitch in here, and that'll change that. But it's really nice. I really like it. It's really nice fabric. I think it's quite nice shape. The top, however, I did have quite a struggle getting it on over my bust. I have quite a large bust, but it's very, very tight. And as you can see on the arms, what I was saying earlier about being tight, it is very tight and restrictive on the arms. So I don't know if this is always the best top. I mean, I could deal with it because it's not actually digging in. I have got enough room to stick like 3 or 4 fingers in there, but it is a little bit tight and it is a little bit awkward to get on. The elastic at the bottom, I've got quite a bit of room, but it does ping straight away and it does go literally under my bra. So it is quite small really on that sense. This I think is quite distracting. I think it might be better if I tuck that in. You can see the pattern a bit more. But I think this skirt would look really nice with like another top. I mean, you've got so many colours you could include. You could have pink, orange, red, white, so many colours, and it would just look really nice. It is very revealing on the stomach because you are showing quite a gap along the stomach. So I hope you liked my little Shein haul. I hope I've given you the confidence to go online and have a look for yourself. Just follow the 2 rules that I do. Have a look in the comments. I'd particularly like to see if there's anyone who's like an extra large and go on their comments more than most, because it's more around my sort of size. And also look at the measurements. They do it for all of their items, even the coords, and it's really good and really helpful. So just give yourself a little measure, see what they say online and go from there. It's really helpful and really great, and I hope that'll put a smile on your face, and I hope you like this video. So if you did, give it a little like and subscribe. Come join the little family.